Hello, my beautiful soul family, and thank you for tuning in to your Pisces collective reading. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. For me, today is Wednesday, February 23rd, but keep in mind, timing is fluid, and I trust this reading and its messages will reach you whenever you're meant to hear them. This is a general Pisces zodiac collective reading for all placements of Pisces, so not everything in this message may be for you. Just keep what feels right and don't sweat the rest. Cross watchers are certainly welcome. As I shuffle, please feel free to take a few deep meditative breaths and invite in any angels or spirit guides you wish to join you in this reading. This will always be a safe, divine space. You can find more of my info in the description box. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want, hit that notification bell so you never miss a zodiac reading. And I always appreciate any comments left below. So Pisces, let's begin with your oracle message. A few slow, deep cleansing breaths while I give these a good shuffle here. I am working with the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Divine Spirit, angels, and guides, thank you so much for joining us and guiding us through this reading for my Pisces collective. A couple more good shuffles here. Again, Divine Spirit, angels, and guides, thank you so much for guiding us through this oracle message for my mysterious Pisces. Alright. Let's see what we got. Whoa. Okay, well, we're going to go with that. Alright. So, starting off, it's a beautiful card. I love this. It's one of my favorite cards. We have card number 11, the Council. I'm going to see if I can get it to focus for you guys without terrible glare from my lamp here. Okay. You know what's funny is I was actually just I have a little here, I'll just show you guys. It's kind of like my little hat rack that I have sitting by my front door. I have this cute little guy right here. It's actually, I don't know why, I was just noticing him. I was checking him out when I came back into my room a minute ago. And I find it funny that the Council card just flew out for you guys, because it's kind of like a character from Sweet Tooth or something like that, but you notice the winged horns right here on top of the head. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of neat. So I'm not exactly sure what that's going to have to do with your message, but I guess we'll find out. So onward we go. The Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love, or forgive, or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. The Council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. Okay, so, alright, tying into my little deer friend over here. So, when you think of a deer, alright, they tend to be very timid creatures, okay? They're very cautious because obviously they're not predators. They more often tend to be prey animals, but they are very intuitive, okay? They're very trusting of their own inner senses, okay? Because that's what keeps them safe. So, I don't know, I feel like that's part of what's going to tie into your reading here, Pisces. But we're going to pull some tarot, see where this goes, all right? Again, we thank you, angels and spirit guides, for guiding us through this reading. Appreciate any advice and messages you have for my wonderful Pisces here today. There's one more shuffle. All right, Pisces, let's see where this reading takes us. And I'm noticing on this card where this council member, I guess. All right, so it's kind of like divine guardian. You'll notice she has her hands over her heart chakra. Okay, so I'm really feeling like this reading is going to embody a message having to do with trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, okay, and really tapping into your own inner guidance system. So let's see what the tarot has for us for Pisces. Nice deep cleansing breaths. Ooh. Okay, I love it. Oh my gosh, you can't make this shit up, guys. Okay, so yep, right off gate we have the Empress. All right, and the Empress is someone who definitely trusts her own intuition, her own guidance in regards to leading her people. Okay, she's, oh wow, okay, and we have the Ten of Swords, all right, and the Magician right off gate. All right, so and the Magician is all about already having the tools within to embrace your own magic and your own manifestation power. All right, and we're going to tie in this Ten of Swords card with these other two here in just a minute. But so I've had several tarot decks over the years. Before I was recently gifted this one, I was using this one right here. Okay, you can see it. But this is actually the first classic Rider-Waite tarot deck that I've ever had. And it actually has the original Arthur Waite interpretation booklet with it, which I've never actually had the opportunity to read until receiving this deck. So indulge me just for a moment. I do want to read the interpretation for this Empress card for you really quick, okay? Excuse me. A stately figure seated, having rich vestments and royal aspect, as of a daughter of heaven and earth. Her diadem is of 12 stars, gathered in a cluster. The symbol of Venus is on the shield which rests near her. A field of corn is ripening in front of her, and beyond there is a fall of water. The scepter which she bears is surmounted by the globe of this world. She is the inferior Garden of Eden, the earthly paradise, all that is symbolized by the visible house of man. She is not Regina Coeli, but she is still Refugium Peccatorum, the fruitful mother of thousands. There are also certain aspects in which she has been correctly described as desire and the wings thereof, as the woman clothed with the sun, as Gloria Mundi, the veil of the sanctum sanctorum. But she is not, I may add, the soul that has attained wings, unless all the symbolism is counted up another and unusual way. She is above all things universal fecundity and the outer sense of the word. This is obvious because there is no direct message which has been given to man like that which is borne by woman, but she does not herself carry its interpretation. Interesting. Okay, I love how it points out the field of corn growing in front of her, because naturally, what do deer eat? Okay, so I'm really intrigued by all these this deer symbolism coming in here. Okay. Alright, so, and where it says, but she is not, I may add, the soul that has attained wings, unless all the symbolism is counted up by another and unusual way. Okay, and it's like, naturally we saw the wings over here on this council card. So I feel like, Alright, and okay, yeah, so I'm getting that's kind of where this Ten of Swords card is falling in here. So she wasn't simply created the Empress. Okay, she had to earn this title. She had to earn this like divine right of royalty. Okay, and it wasn't an easy process by any means. Okay, she definitely had to complete a certain process and a certain step or set of cycles in order to really come into this power, all right, this sense of inner magic and possessing all these inner tools. Okay, so Pisces, if you're resonating as this Empress, all right, you didn't fall to the top of the mountain. Okay, you had to climb to get there. All right. Okay, sorry, I lost a whole bunch of cards on the floor there. All right, coming out next we have the High Priestess. Okay, so this is definitely about intuition, inner knowing, inner magic, spiritual attainment, spiritual growth. All right, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. I'll hold it up right for you. That is coming out in reverse. So alright, yeah, this was not clarity and communication that was easily obtained. Okay, you definitely had to work for this. Alright, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me, I just flipped it in reverse, but I feel like I should have flipped it upright. So that's what we're going with here. Alright. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about materialistic balance. She is a loving, nurturing figure. She's very abundant. She's very humble. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling that through this process, all right, and through these struggles, through these trials, and all of this growth, all right, you have absolutely attained and fine-tuned the necessary inner guidance system and intuition that has also afforded you a great sense of humility. and compassion and empathy for others. Okay. Yeah, okay, yep. So we have the Three of Swords on the bottom. Alright, so that's grief, loss, heartbreak. You've definitely overcome a lot of struggle. Alright, a lot of turmoil. And then we have the Four of Cups coming off the top, right? So I feel like Spirit is truly asking you not to, you know, not to ignore all that you've overcome and all that you've lost, because it was necessary. It was necessary as part of the process to get you where you are now on your spiritual journey and your enlightenment process. All right, we're gonna pull some more tarot, see what else Spirit is getting at with this. So far, definitely overall message is I'm getting is to trust yourself, trust your inner knowing. Okay, it's not just your imagination. You're not crazy. You've earned this seat up here. Okay, none of this came lightly or easily. All right. So definitely give yourself some credit for all the progress you've made, and trust that it served a purpose in really strengthening your inner magic, okay? Your manifestation abilities. Let's see what else Spirit might be willing to tell us with the tarot here. I don't know. That might be the gist of your message, Pisces. Let's see. Try one more shuffle through. If we don't get any tarot cards, then we're still gonna pull you another oracle advice message. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. All right, this is definitely about celebration, community, celebration of happiness and fulfillment, completion. All right, yeah, I definitely feel like this has to do with having faith in yourself, having faith in the process that you've already gone through and that you're still going through, trusting that it's leading you right where you need to be, and it's growing you into the divine being that you're meant to be. Okay, let's see. Alright, we have the Star card here. It did come out in reverse, but I feel like this is saying, okay, yes, you're definitely growing and healing into where you're meant to be at. Okay, I feel like two more cards came out. I don't know where I put this. I'm hoping this is the ones that just pulled off the top, but alright, so we have the Seven of Cups and the Death card coming out. Alright, yes, so you've definitely been put to the test. Alright, you've been put to the test in order to fulfill this transformation process. Okay, you've waded through the shit for sure. You've had to work through temptation and desire and betrayal and setbacks in order to, this is cool. Okay, like this is the first time I'm really noticing this. You see where, so this skeleton on the horse has gone through this battlefield of dead bodies, all right, but he's made it to this divine golden being right here at the edge of the card, all right, and then you see like the sun coming up in the background just over this person's head, almost as if like this is some sort of godlike figure or angel. Okay, so Pisces, if you're holding any doubts or any reserves about whether or not you've made the right choices and you've taken the right path towards your personal and spiritual growth, you have. You absolutely have, Pisces. Okay? And wherever you're at right now, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Alright? So all the progress you've made, it hasn't been for naught, alright? It's definitely brought you exactly where divine is meant for it to bring you. And, oh, wow, okay. So, I don't know if you guys noticed how that card flew out right over here on this Queen of Pentacles. It's the King of Pentacles. Alright, so that's a mated pair right there. That's a divine couple. Okay? And for me right now, in regards to your reading, Pisces, this is signifying balance of masculine and feminine within. Okay? You're definitely coming into that balance. Alright? And you've worked hard to achieve this. You really have. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Alright, so we're going to stop with the tarot for now. Alright, I'm going to pull you another Oracle advice card. Alright. So going back to that council card in regards to that life review, where at the end of this lifetime we will be asked to look back on and balance out everything we did and didn't do, or did and didn't give. Have no fear, okay, Pisces, because this time around you're definitely on the right path. Okay, you're definitely taking strides. You're putting in the work. You've earned this. All right, you really have. So let's see what this final advice oracle message is going to be for you today, Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, please let us get one more oracle card. Pisces final advice message today. Oop. The moon. Okay, card number 37, which reduces to a 10. All right, so we all know a 10 is coming into the completion of the cycle. And all right, the moon, of course, as you can also see depicted in the card here, this is all about cycles. All right, ebb and flow of things. Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. This same power, in turn, affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from or hiding back into the unconscious. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon's cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. Okay, and I feel like, so going back to the whole deer analogy from the beginning of the reading, deer are they're very private animals, okay? They tend to stay hidden. As I talked about them being very cautious. They don't often let themselves be seen. All right, and that is a way of protecting themselves and their young. However, Pisces, this message is definitely asking you to remind yourself of needing this balance. Okay, there's a time to retreat and secure yourself, okay, and then there's a time to let your light shine and be seen by the world. All right, and I truly feel like this message is asking you to trust yourself, trust your inner knowing, okay? Once you've taken the time that you need to recharge, rebalance, don't be afraid to let yourself come back out, to let yourself shine, all right? Because you do have a higher purpose here, all right? You are meant to offer something to the world, to mankind, okay? And of course we all need to take those periods of rest and recharge our batteries and kind of reevaluate where we are and where we're headed, but we can't stay there. We can't stay there all the time, okay? So I really feel like this message is asking you to come back into a cycle of reemergence, Pisces. All right, so I really hope this was helpful, and I do appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, peace, love, and light. We'll see you guys later.